Record. Have a great one, lads. So onto your backs to begin, okay? We're going to just have a nice little warm up, nothing too strenuous, all right? And yeah, for the last couple of weeks, we've been doing a lot of leg work and stuff like that. So we're going to bring it back today. I'll increase it again for Thursday, okay? Because Saturday's class aren't happening at the moment, I will introduce a bit of higher intensity stuff maybe on the Thursday. Nothing crazy, because I know some people don't want that either. Okay, so lying onto your back, guys. Place your hands just onto your pelvis. Okay, both hands down, fingers facing towards the pubic bone and paddle part of the hands onto your hip bone. Just bring awareness to where your shoulders are. I want you to drop them down away from your ears and make sure that they're nice and flat on the floor, okay, so that they're not lifted or forward. Okay, so let them fall down onto the floor, let them meet the floor. Holding no tension within your pelvis. So just relax the stomach, relax the lower back, relax the legs. Obviously keep them hip distance apart, don't let them fall out. And keeping the feet fully engaged down on the mat. And just bring awareness to where your toes are at, okay? Make sure that all your toes are meeting the floor, that you don't have your big toes sticking up, and there's no tension within the feet whatsoever. From here, guys, take a big breath in through your nose. And on the exhale, I want you to gently roll your lower back down onto the mat, bringing your pubic bone towards the ceiling. Okay, don't push with your glutes. Okay, you're purely abs doing this movement. Okay, so no pushing into the floor with your feet. Solely abs. Inhale to stay. And then exhale, I want you to roll back onto the lower part of your spine, massaging the lower back as you roll out of it, and then extending through and pushing your stomach up towards the ceiling, getting a lovely stretch on the front of the torso. Inhale to stay. And then exhale again, rolling down onto the mat. Gently using your abs, bring your rib cage down to meet the hip bones towards that general direction. Okay. Inhale to stay here. And then exhale to roll away. Moving your hips equally, okay, keeping them nice and level. And just extending through, making a nice arch in that lower back. So you're getting a lovely opening at the front, okay? Inhale to stay, exhale to imprint. We're going to inhale to open this time. Bring it down to 2 breaths. Exhale. Good. Inhale to open. And exhale. Just give me 3 more. If you want to release the arms down by your sides, you can exhale once you get a nice rhythm going. And opening as you inhale. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Okay, from here, guys, bring yourselves into a neutral position, please. Okay, maintain neutral. We're going to bring our left leg into a tabletop position. Make sure your knee is directly over your hip, keeping the leg at a 90-degree angle. We're going to bring our leg towards us, bringing you out to the left side of the room, down away from you and back to the midline. So back towards your other leg and all the way back around. We're circling from the hip, okay? And what we're looking for here is stability on the other side so that that right hip isn't lifting too high off the floor, okay, the opposing hip, and that we're able to maintain some core stability so you're not wobbling all over the place, okay? So focus on that. If you are moving too much within your pelvis, I want you to go smaller with your circle, okay? If you find that size circle is too easy, you can go bigger. As big as you can go, as big as the pelvis can maintain stability, work the way, lads, okay? Give me 2 more. And 1 more. Lovely stuff. Okay, opposite way. I'm still feeling the effects from Saturday's class. My backside. Okay, and we're going the opposite way, lads. And keep in mind that opposing leg. Make sure that as that leg comes towards the other leg, make sure you're not leaning outwards with the legs on the floor. So keep that leg where it is. It does not move. And even if you want to place your hand on it gently, just to bring awareness to what's happening. Okay. 3 more. 2. Last one. Okay. Lovely stuff. Just bring that knee in towards your chest, extending the opposite leg and coming up with your head towards your knees. If you're going to kiss your knee, holding. Okay. Gently come down, rest your head down, and place that leg back onto the floor, okay? From here, just bring your pelvis back into neutral and bring the other leg into a 90-degree angle, okay? Maintain, as I said, stability on the opposing leg and hip, and circle the leg, okay? All coming from the hip area, guys. And relax the foot of the leg that's moving, okay? So you don't have to point your toes. The foot just sits there and goes along to the right, okay? But just keep it nice and relaxed, no tension held. Sometimes if you do that, you end up cramping, so just relax as much as you can, okay? Focusing on the abs, draw the rib cage down, activate the abdominals. And as I said, if you need anything under your head, please place it under if you feel that it's like you're feeling more pressure in the abdominal region or maybe trying to maintain a neutral position. Please place it under your head. Holding here, guys, we're going to go the opposite direction, please. So we're just warming up the body. Okay, nice and handy. Okay. Bringing awareness to what's going on, please. Maintaining, as I said, that core stability and feeling what's going on in that hip. You might feel a nice little ticking sensation going on. And it's just because we're constantly using our hip flexor and glute and hip sitting and whatever exercise we're doing, and they're constantly in a shortened position when we're sitting. So when you go to move them, you get them kind of flipping over that bone. It's important that we mobilize it this way as well. Okay, bring that knee into your chest and extend the opposite leg, dropping it down to the floor, bringing your face towards your knee. And really focusing on pushing that leg down, the straight leg down to the floor, opening that hip and pulling with that other leg towards you. And gently come down. Okay, from here, guys, again, back into your neutral position. So just check in if you need to, extending the left leg, the original one that we did. Okay, nice long line. Okay, I want you to bring your toes towards you. We're going to drop the foot down towards the floor, and as you bring it back up, pointing the toes. We want to maintain the neutral position with your pelvis. So as you go higher with the legs, feel what happens to the lower back. It wants to imprint. Okay, so we don't want that. So keep in that neutral position. So it just puts a lot of pressure on the lower back. Okay, so work within your range, and everybody is different. So toes towards you and pointing. Toes towards you coming down and pointing as you lift. Good. Lifting and lowering, straight leg, please. 2 and 1. Lovely stuff. From here, guys, just bring the toes out slightly. Okay, and we're going to just open up the inner thigh area, and we're going to lift and lower, keeping the toes towards you as you lift and lower, maintaining that nice neutral position, please. Good. You shouldn't feel your lower back compressing onto the floor as you lift and lower. Okay, 3 more. 2 and 1. And again, just bring that foot onto the lower thigh and just push open that hip area. Just release the hip after doing those leg lifts, okay? So use your hand and open that leg a little bit more. It's almost like a figure of 4 upside down. Okay. Open, push it, open. Lovely stuff. And then from here, grab the back of the thigh and lift that leg towards you and get a lovely stretch along the glute area. Drop your head once you have it lifted and relax your head. If you're not sure whether you need something under your head, lads, just try it and see if it works for you. You shouldn't feel any way compressed in your neck, okay, or extended through your neck. So just if you want to use a prop at any stage under the head, see if it works for you. Okay, next leg, please. So extending that leg, toes towards you as you lower down, point as you lift. Neutral pelvis, please. And lift. Good. These are lovely. Particularly anyone that may run. Do any sport that involves running, the hip flexors are very important. And they're used a lot. And they become quite weak if you tend to sit in a job for 6 to 8 hours or 10 hours a day. They tend to switch off. So it's important that we activate them. 2 more. 1 more. Okay. And then drop the leg. We're going to externally rotate the foot, so bring the foot outward. Okay. And then lift and lower. So our inner thigh is open towards the ceiling. Okay. And again, maintaining neutral, and our feet, our toes are pointed towards you. Okay. Well done. I'm definitely feeling this one. Hills torn, so even more. So 2 more. 1 more. And drop it down. Place your foot in on the top of the lower thigh, just above the knee. And with your hand, I want you to push open that leg again. Okay. Opening up. Great. Okay, from there, grab the back of the thigh and lift it up. And once you have it lifted, then you can rest your head back onto the floor. Okay. Okay, place the foot down, please. Bring your feet hip distance apart. If you do have something under your head, please take it out at this moment for this next exercise. Hands down by your side. We're going to take a breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to peel our spine up off the mat, driving our hips towards the ceiling, squeezing the, okay? We're going to lower down as we breathe in, and exhale to lift. Lower down as you inhale, rolling your vertebrae down, and exhale to roll the vertebrae along the floor and lift it. Great. Inhale to lower. Release the pelvis, lift the stomach and chest towards the ceiling, and then exhale to roll through your vertebrae, pushing the hips up, squeezing the glutes, okay, resting on the shoulders, coming down as you breathe in. Bring the hips down together as a unit, please, and then exhale to lift. Good. Inhale to lower. Release the pelvis together, roll onto that lower spine, getting a lovely stretch, and then exhale to lift. And feel your abs drawing your pelvis up as you're coming into position. Inhale, control, control, and then you need the abs active here as you slowly release as well. Good, rolling onto the lower part of the spine and towards the sit bones, and then coming back up to ceiling. Give me 4 more then, please. Good. Well done. Slow it down. Good. Feel what's happening through your spine. You can go a little bit higher, Alan. Good. And just keep an eye on your knees coming out a little bit, Alma. Good. There we go. Last one, please. Relax the arms down. Good, Una. Give me 1 more. Excellent. And slowly coming down. Well done. Once you're finished that, guys, with the stretch that we did earlier on, putting the foot onto the thigh, we're going to do that exact one. So we're going to place our left foot onto our lower thigh. Make sure, just have a look down and make sure that your knee is in line with your hip and that your lower part of your leg isn't in further than your knee, okay? We want that in a nice straight line, okay? So the leg is on the floor, your knee is an extension of your hip, and your lower leg is an extension of your knee. So everything is in a straight line before you begin, okay? We're going to go back into a bridge position, but we're keeping this leg rested up onto our thigh. So the foot is on the lower part of the thigh. As we did in the warm earlier on, we opened up that area. So make sure that that hip is open, okay? We're going to take a breath in here, and on the exhale, we're going to drive the hips up to the ceiling. Okay, as you come up higher, you'll feel a nice little bit of a stretch on the adductor, kind of, well, more of the hip flexor on the leg that's up on your other leg, okay? We're going to come down slowly, controlled, a little bit of instability there, okay, working off one leg, and then exhale. Now, you won't get the same release as you come down, so don't force it, okay? Just come down with your pelvis onto the mat, and don't try and push down onto the lower spine. So you'll know where your locking point is, because your other leg will stop you, okay? And come up slowly, and down. So just feel what's happening on this leg that's working at the moment, and then compare it with the other side that you're going to do in a moment, okay? Just see how weak one leg is to the other. Okay, strong one leg is to the other, okay? Then you'll know where you need to do your work. Drive up. Make sure your toes are down and active here, guys. and that you've nothing under your head also. We haven't put that back under yet. Drive up. Give me 2 more. Good. And 1 more. As you drive up, make sure you're trying to open that leg a little bit wider. Opening up. Okay. Okay, just bring that knee into your chest as you extend the other leg down. And we're going to swap over, so bend the leg from the floor and then place the other one down. Okay, make sure your feet are hip distance apart, place the other foot onto your lower leg. Okay, and we're going to just open that up. Again, check in with the leg that's on the floor and make sure that lower leg is in line with your knee. 3, 2, 1, we're going to drive up and come down slowly. And push it. And down. Try and relax the arms, make sure they're not pushing into the mat for you. So if you want to challenge yourself, you can release your arms to ceiling and see how much of the work is done by you and that leg glute, okay? Sometimes people put a lot of pressure into their arms and it goes up into your neck, okay? And it causes a lot of unnecessary tension. Okay, good. Good. So just focus on that instability as you get to the top. Don't rush it. I want you to go slow. Mind out that foot, Alan, it doesn't turn out. Okay, good. Give me 2 more, please. Good. Most of you have your arms up, which is great. Last one. Excellent. And relax down. From there, we are going to come into an imprint position. So just as I bring that knee into your chest, stretch it out before you do. And then place both feet onto the floor. Okay. When you're ready, take a breath in. Hope you got back in, Cornelia. And on the exhale, come into imprint position, feet. Okay. We're going to bring one leg to tabletop and bring the other leg to meet it. Hands behind the head. Okay. We're going to take a breath in here. And on the exhale, we're going into an ab prep position. We're going to extend our right leg, keeping the toes pointed if you can. If you cramp at any stage, just bring them towards you. And then we're going to switch over. Both legs move together, okay? The reciprocal, they move at the same time. They pass each other. So keep extending and lengthening, okay? Keeping your hands behind your head to support you. And if your neck is hurting you in any way, just drop your head down. But keep working with the leg, okay? Well done. Make sure the abs are down and engaged as well, okay, that the belly isn't popping up towards the ceiling. You really need to activate those abs to hold here. Okay, from here, we're going to extend one leg and then extend the other. We're going to out, in, and back to tabletop. Extend, extend, out, in, back to tabletop. Extend one leg, extend the other, out, in, and back. Extend, well done. Other leg to meet, out, in, and back. Reach and reach. Bring them out together, in together, and bring them back. The higher up your legs go, the easier it is. The lower down they go, the harder it is because you lose your imprint, okay? They only go as low as the imprint can be maintained. Good. 3 more. And out. Back. You should start to feel it in the abdominal area. We've got 1 more after this. Extend, extend, out, in, back, drop the head, knees into your chest. I definitely felt that, so hopefully you did too, or I need to work on myself a bit more. Okay, so we're going to come on to our hands and knees, okay? For now. I want you to bring your knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders, okay? We're going to take a breath in here. And on the exhale, I want to make sure your back is in neutral, actually, so that you've no imprints that don't touch your pelvis. When you're ready, extend the left leg nice and long. And just make sure that when you do this, that you don't drop down on that opposite side too much, okay? So you shouldn't feel any pressure on the opposite hip, all right? Just on the glutes that you're working. We're going to lower and lift that leg, please. If your wrists are anyway sore, just come onto your fists, okay? Okay, 2, 1, hold it here. We're gonna go over, touch down, and bring it back. Go a little bit wider than hip distance when you touch down, okay? Over, touch down, bring it back. Good. Over, and 5. Well done. For 4, 3. Stuff, lads. 2, and last one. Excellent stuff. Keep your leg here, and I want you to come down slowly. As you come down, your leg is going to lift. Okay, so as you come down towards the mat with your chest, you're coming into a press up position. Bring the leg up high, bring it back. Okay, and back. Keeping the hands under the shoulders. Lovely. For 4 more. Starts out so nice, and then it's nasty. Sorry. Good. 2, 1, and bring it back down. Okay, just realign the legs back in underneath the hips. Okay, hands under the shoulders, and just reconnect that pelvis. So bring yourself into neutral position, please. Okay, we're going to extend the opposite leg, and again, bring in awareness that leg is on the floor. Make sure you're not throwing the hip out. Okay, going to lower and lift that leg. And just feel what's going on in your body. I want you to do, it's very important that your body scan if you're anyway into, well, in general day-to-day living. As we tire or when we sit for long periods of time, our posture tends to get weak and we tend to slump and lean to one side, and generally the same side all the time. We tend to cross our legs. And these are things that we need to become more aware of and try and correct as much as we can. Okay, 2, and 1. And we're going to hold it here. We're going to reach over, touch down, and bring it back. Nobody has perfect posture all the time. Feet or hip. So we're all human, and we all do suffer with stress. So it's a matter of those trying to maintain as much as we can, the best posture that we can. Control that stress. Okay. Best we can. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Okay, keep that leg extended. Drop the foot towards the floor. Keep the hands under the shoulders so it's a narrow press up. When you're ready, and go. Drop down, foot to ceiling. Relax, foot to floor. Breathing in as you go down. Exhale. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure when you're doing these exercises, guys, you've got like some sort of padding part on the knee, that your mat is quite thick. Come into a shell stretch, please, because it is a lot of pressure on the knee itself. Okay, coming down, shell stretch. Okay, we're going to do a bit of back work. So coming down all onto your belly. Put your hands one on top of the other. Rest your forehead onto your hands. Okay, bring your legs into a bent position. Okay, and I want Charlie Chaplin feet. So bring your heels together and toes away. Okay, and when you do this, automatically what you feel happening is the glutes are active. Okay, before you even begin. Okay, so we haven't started yet. Rest your forehead onto your hands. I'm going to keep my head up just so you can hear me speak. And what we're going to do is you're going to take a breath in, and on the exhale, what you're going to do is you're going to lift your forehead with your hands off the floor, so your chest is being lifted. But also what we're doing is going to apply a bit of pressure into our heels, so both heels will press into each other, and your knees will lift slightly off the floor. Okay, so let's go for it. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, gently lift your head, and your knees will come off the floor like minutely. Okay, but squeezing those heels together. and really feel how active those glutes get. Coming down gently as you breathe in, and then exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, and exhale to lift. Breathe in as you lower, and exhale. Don't worry about how high the legs go. Once you feel that activation, lads, keep going, please. That's as far as you need to go. So don't force it. Don't try and go higher with those legs, okay? Just focus on what activation is happening when you're doing it, okay? And what's happening in your lower back also. That's most important, okay? Keep going. It's a really nice exercise. And it really gets the inner glutes, which is an area that isn't focused on that often. So keep the legs at 90 degrees if you can, Alan, yeah, unless you're cramping. Cramping? Yeah, okay. Take your time. If you want to, yeah. Make sure that your legs, your feet are closer to your bum if you can. Give me 2 more, guys. Bring your hands with you, Alan. So your hands are rested on your forehead. There we go. Rest your head on your forehead. Head on your hand. And your hand stays stuck to your forehead. There we go. You want to do a shallow stretch when you're ready? Okay. And back down onto all fours, please. Or sorry, onto your belly. And arms reaching, legs long, arms long. Forehead down, we're going into swimming. Okay, and then the intensity is going to increase again. So take a breath in, enjoy this bit, and exhale. We're going to squeeze the glutes, draw the belly button spine, and then lift the arms and the legs together. Okay, we're going to start to swim the arms and the legs, please. Okay, alternating side. If anyone's back is at them, you can come out to Superman's and do opposite arm, opposite leg. Really good. So nice strong legs when you do this. Point the toes as if you're trying to reach the wall at the bottom of the room. Lengthen through the legs. Lift the head if you can, Una. Lift the head. There we go. Now you're sucking diesel. Lovely. Swimming like the clappers. Good. Straight arms for 3, 2, and 1. Coming down gently. Excellent. Stay there for a moment. Bring your arms into a bent position, eye line down. And lift your head gently off the floor where it kind of feels most natural to you. Keeping your elbows onto the floor and kind of at a 90-degree angle with your arms. And your hands are down, okay? Elbows down. Legs are nice and long. You can bring them together or separate them. Take a breath in, squeeze the glutes. And on the exhale, we're going to elevate the arms and the legs off the floor. Not too high. So I don't want your shoulder blades squeezing together. Just keep the back of the shoulders nice and relaxed. We're going to reach the arms away as if you're going to dive into a pool, and then draw them back as if you're doing a lat pull down. But I want you to bring your elbows down by your side. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades down. Inhale to reach the arms nice and long. Exhale as you squeeze the arms back. Inhale to reach. And exhale. As you draw those elbows back, you can actually feel more kind of tension coming into that lower back area because you're activating your lats. Okay? Good. Reach. And down. Keep the arms up. Reach. And pull down. Good. For 2 more. Draw them down. 1 more. Relax the arms, relax the legs, and relax the head down, looking to one side of the room. Okay, we're going to come into a shell stretch. Always stretch out the lower back after those exercises. Okay, come back into a shell stretch. Reach the arms as far away as you can. Keep the elbows lifted and rest the head down. Okay, coming onto all fours. So we're going to do like a circle of 4 different exercises. So we've got plank with shoulder taps, we've got press ups for 15, mountain climbers, and plank with the pulley band. So I'm going to get you to grab your long bands if you have them, please. If you don't, you can still do the action and not worry about the band. So it's up to you. Just have your bands there because we will use them on the 4th exercise. We're doing 2 rounds of these exercises. Okay, so for the 4th one, you'll use the band. Okay, so have them handy. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Come into a high plank. Okay, push the heels away, squeeze the glutes. Okay, get everybody up. We're going to go for shoulder tap. So touching your right shoulder, left shoulder, doesn't matter, and alternate. If you're finding that too difficult, come down onto your knees and work through this. You're still getting a really good activation here, okay? So it's up to you. Keep going. Make sure you don't fall over. Keep the hips facing forward. Understanding arm good and strong. 2 more. 1 more. Come down if you're coming down into press ups, so if you need to take a moment. And we're going into 15 reps of press ups. Okay, when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. Well done. 8, 7, 6. We're going to mountain climbers after this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into a plank position. Okay, nice and high. All right, and you can go as fast or as slow as you want. So bring the knees in. Start out slow, and if you want to bring the intensity up, you can. Okay, that's up to you. If you're injured, go slow. Okay. Or if you're just tired, go slow. Good. For 3, for 2, for 1. Lovely stuff. We're going to grab our long bands now. Okay. And just rest it through your index finger and your thumb. Okay. So feed it through the index finger and thumb. Open your hands then, resting it on the band. Both hands. From there, you're going to come back into a plank position. We're going to put one hand down, lift the other, and pull. Swapping side. Okay. Squeezing that shoulder blade as you draw it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down with your knees. Take a shell stretch. We're going to do that round again. Okay. Just take a second. And we're going all over again. Back into your planks with shoulder taps, press up, mountain climbers, and plank with pulley rope. Okay, back into plank, please. 3, and if you want to go from your knees, do, guys. 2, 1, and go. For 10. 9, that's 1 round, 2. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Keep the bums down. We're coming to press ups, guys, full or from the knees. Everyone's getting locked out. Everyone okay? Okay. Mute all. Okay, ready and go, please. 15 reps. 10 press ups, please. Nice and controlled. Good. Excellent. Well done. Just mind your head, Alma, that you're not pushing it forward. Okay. Well done, Cornelia. Going for the full Monty. Fair play to you. I think you've got about 5 left, hopefully. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into mountain climbers. You may have done a little bit more, but you're whenever. Back into mountain climbers, please, when you're ready. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Drive the knee in and alternate. Hope you got back in, Michelle. Okay, well done. Ten more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping it down. Grab your bands, feed them through the index finger and thumb. Okay, and make sure your hands are still in line with your shoulders. This is the last one. Coming back into plank, full or from the knee. 3, 2, 1. Pull, Squeeze the shoulder blade coming down. It's all about control, guys, so don't try and rush this. For 4, for 3, drop that ball, Muna. 2, good. And 1. Slowly come down out of that when you're ready, guys. Shell stretch. Sorry, Alma. So you're glad you did that gym session. Whoopsie-daisy. Okay, that was a little bit of a shock to the system, but not a bad one. Okay, we're going to come onto our backs when you're ready. Okay, we're doing bridge, single leg, and then abs. And then we're coming onto our sides. Okay, so if you want, you can draw, put the short band on around your thighs. If you have them handy, great. Completely up to you. It just brings awareness, and we're going to be doing a little bit of work going out with the legs, but also with our abs, we'll use the short band also. So if you have it, great. Okay, just rest your head down. Take anything out from underneath your head if you have it there. Nothing under the head, please. Bring your legs hip distance apart or slightly wider. Okay, feet down, toes engaged. Take a breath in, exhale, drive the hips to ceiling, please. Okay, we're just going to warm back up the body in this position before we introduce single legs. Okay, so just get the body used to moving in this plane of motion. Okay, so drive the hips, squeeze the feet. Well done. For 2. We're going to hold up on the next one, please. Okay, so staying in your bridge for this next exercise. Extending your left leg nice and long. Okay, place your fingers on your hips, lower and lift that leg. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep the hips level. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the foot down. Check in with your big toes. Bring them together. Make sure they're level. And then bring your legs back in line with your hips, pushing on the band slightly. Okay, staying up. Extend your opposite leg, 12 reps. Lower and lift. For 10, 9, 8. Forcing your leg against the band as you drive up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the leg down. And when you're ready, slowly come out of that position. Just bring your knees into your chest, please. Lovely. When you're ready, grab the band and place it down around your feet. I've done this exercise, I think, Thursday and Saturday class. I don't think I've done it on a Tuesday class. Okay. So what I want you to do is, if you need something in your head, put it back under. Okay. Pulling on the bands laterally, so bring them out wide. They're wrapped around the top of your foot and the arch of your foot. Okay, so in that general direction. From there, guys, bring the left leg towards you and extend the right leg straight. Now you need to keep the width there, so pulling, make sure your legs are in line with your hip or slightly wider, that they're not coming close together, otherwise the band will fall off. Hands behind the head, holding this position. Take a breath in, exhale to come up into an oblique. Okay, so you're reaching towards your bent knee. It doesn't move though. The legs stay where they are. Legs stay. You just move your upper body. Drop it down to the mat as you lower. The really hard, nice exercise. Lower down, legs stay in that position. Left leg towards you, right leg extended, and you're rotating towards that left knee. If you feel any discomfort in your lower back, you can bring that leg higher, the straight leg, or just come out of it and bring both knees into a bent position. 2, 1. Lovely stuff. Rest your head down, bring the leg back. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, coming back into an ab prep position. Rest your head into your hands, okay? We're going to extend the right leg, bring it back, and move your left at the same time as you bring the right leg back. And switch. And switch. 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 Good. Bring your toes towards you as you're pulling the band towards your upper body. Switch, switch. Gently locking out the knees. For 3, 2, 1. You're losing your band, make sure to adjust it, okay? We're going to do the other side. Okay, so bring the knees into a bent position. Bring your right leg towards you and extend your left leg. Get comfortable first. And then come into an ab prep position. Holding, okay, and rotating. Drop your head down in between. Good. For 6, 5. Don't keep your elbows back, Una. Good. Rest your head down in between. Good, Carol. For 2 and 1. Bring that knee towards you, Alan, a bit more. Obviously a tough band. Bring it down, knees into your chest, please. And say, ah. Alan, you definitely need something under your head. 100%. Yeah. Okay. So prop your head up. You are quite extended. Okay. Very good. You can leave the bands around your thighs now. For now. Okay. Actually, for the rest of the class. And from there, guys, bring yourselves into imprint and then bring both legs up to tabletop. All right. Hands behind the head. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, coming up into an ab breath. We're going to rotate slowly to our left leg. Back to center, but not resting the head down. And then to the right leg. Slowly back to center. And left. And what I want you to feel, I don't want you pulling on your head with your arm, so the elbow does not come forward. Think armpit to knee rather than elbow to knee. Okay, so you're not leading with your elbow. Think with your armpit. Keep going, your head doesn't drop down in between. If you're finding that too difficult with your neck, or if you've got neck issues, you can just kind of reach. You can keep your head down actually and reach either side. Sliding your arms down by the side of the legs onto the floor. Keep going. Going. Bring 2 more, 1 each side. 1 more. Lovely stuff. Rest your head down. Bring your knees into your chest. And back up into tabletop position. But I want you to bring your legs together this time. Hands go wide. Okay. We're doing a lot of abs to finish. Okay. Hands go wide. Feet and knees stuck together. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, bring in your legs to the right side of the room. And only lifting the opposite hip a little bit off the floor. Okay. Once you kind of feel, okay, that's my locking point. Gently roll back to center. And then go to the opposite side. I don't want you resting your legs onto the floor. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a small engagement in the oblique area and then pulling back without injuring yourself. Okay, that's a little activation I'm looking for. Your body will tell you, and keeping that imprint position when you roll back into center. Good. Maybe 2 more. Last one. Back to center. Bring your knees into your chest. Lovely. Place your feet onto the floor. Okay. From there, I want you to bring your heels onto the floor. Okay. Toes are lifted. You're getting a nice bit of tension through the front of your shins. Head is down. If you have something under your head, please take it out. Okay. Sorry for the chopping and changing. Drive the hips up to ceiling, keeping your toes lifted at all times. Drop down. We're going to drive up this time. We're going to pull the band laterally, bring it back, and drop down. Toes lifted. So you're driving up, pull the legs apart, out, in, and hips back down. Hips up, legs apart, back in, and hips down. Up, out with the legs, in, back down. 1 more, out, in, back down. Place the feet down. I want you to come onto your tippy toes this time. Anyone with back issues don't have to come on. You can stay with flat feet. So onto the balls of the feet. Okay. From here, guys, staying in a bridge position, I'm going to get you to go out slowly with both legs and then slowly bringing them back in, keeping all toes down and engaged. So as you bring your legs apart, don't lift the big toe. Do not lift the big toe. Good. And a slow return. Okay. Slowly come back in line with your hip. Out and in. And if you want to place your hands onto your hips and just feel what work is involved as they come back in, you might feel a little shake going on in the hip. You know, because we don't think that they're working as they're being drawn back together. I think they're switching off, but they are if you take your time. Fight the resistance on the way back. Just give me 2 more. And you're on the balls of your feet. 1 more. Slowly release down. Okay. Roll onto your left side. Okay. Keep the band on your lower thighs, please. Nice long line. Resting on a straight arm underneath, and your hand is slightly forward. So if your head is 12 o'clock on the clock, your hand will be about 10 past. Okay. Legs are straight, in line with your hip, in line with your shoulder, and little tension to the abs. So because you're lying down, don't push the stomach forward. I want you to gently tuck the pelvis. All right, hand on your thigh, upper thigh. We're going to inhale to stay, exhale to reach towards the band and the knee. Coming down as you breathe in. Exhale to reach. We're nearly finished, guys. 7, 8. 2 more. 1 more. Rest your head down. Okay. Nice straight line. We're going to lift and lower. Okay. 8. Keeping a little bit of activation here in the abs, please. 3, 2, 1. Hold and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. No lower than your hip, guys. No lower. Alma, you done? 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Little tap. Okay, and slowly come onto your other side. Then we'll do a stretch. Okay, come back down. I thought you laid it off there, Alma. Enough. Okay, straight line. 3, 2, 1. Make sure your lower hand is forward. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stay. Exhale to reach. Breathe in as you lower. Not lowering too fast, please. Two more. 1 more. Rest your head down. Again, nice straight line and little activation here. You're trying to push the stomach forward. Okay, so a little tilt to the pelvis. Okay, lift and lower, please. We're nearly done, guys. Well done. Try stay with us for the next couple of exercises. 2 more. 1 more. Hold the leg up, hip height, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold. Last exercise, and then we stretch. Straight line with that leg. Holding. Don't let it drop. Don't let it drop. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop it. And you're done. You can take the bands off when you're ready, and we'll do a little stretch. Okay. Lying onto your front to begin. And bring the elbows down into a bend position and bring them slightly forward of your shoulder. Okay, eye line down. Feet down, take a breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to slowly squeeze the glutes and lift our chest up off the floor, keeping the elbows down. Lift our chin. lift our eye line towards the ceiling, opening the front of the neck, please. Coming down gently as you rest your forehead onto the floor. Breath in, and then exhale, coming up. Your elbows are down, so your elbows are forward of your shoulders. And a gentle lift. And you also have to squeeze the glutes because you want to mind the lower back. And just go as far as you can with that chin to ceiling. Opening the neck. It feels a bit alien because we're always looking down, but it is important to work the neck. Coming down. Inhale, exhale, and lift slowly, leading with your head. Feel your chest lifting, opening, elbows down, hands down. Little activation in the bum, legs stay on the floor, so the legs do not lift. And looking up. And slowly we'll go for one more. Breathe in. And exhale to lift. And slowly. There, guys, place your hands either side of your shoulders. And what I want you to do is bring your left leg in underneath you. Okay? So face the camera. So underneath, you're tucking the leg under. So the foot towards your opposite hip and thigh. And slowly walk your hands down towards the floor, or your elbows down towards the floor if you can. And if you can reach your whole body down onto your thigh and your head onto the floor, that's great as well. But don't force it. And if just resting your elbows down is enough, stick with that, please. Try and straighten your back leg on, if you can, but rest it down at the same time. So make sure it's rested on the floor. There's no tension in that back leg at all. Okay, and coming back up slowly, just mind your knees, please, coming out of these and into these. Careful not to twist your knee. And we're going to go to the opposite side. Okay, gently come down into it. You take your time. Just sliding that back leg along the floor so your knees rested down, and walk your elbows down in your own time. And as far down as you need to go or feel that you want to go. Okay. And slowly come back up. Mind your knees, please. Okay, from there, guys, just a mermaid stretch. Sitting onto your bum, left leg in front, right leg behind. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. If you need a pillow under your bum, grab one. And then reach with that left arm. So your left leg is in front and you're reaching with the left arm. Good. Make it down, go one more and reach. And release. Bring the right leg in front, left leg back. Okay. And reaching over. One more stretch after this one and then you're free. Hang on. Hold the stretch, don't bend. Release down, one more. Okay, we're going to just do one more stretch. We'll do the calf stretch. So coming onto your hands and your feet into a high downward dog position. And just march the leg. Okay, I love this one. Nice opening of the calf, Achilles. Just pushing the heels down as you march the leg. The straight leg drive that sole of the foot. Good. From there, bring your left foot behind your right and push the foot down towards the floor gently. And swap over. Left foot down, right foot behind. And place that foot down, bend your knees. And just come into a shelf. Stretch. You're done. Shelf stretch it if you can. Well done, everybody. Good class. Hope you enjoyed. I'll just turn